we can provide.
Chair.
Senator Maruma.
Chair, my question would be to the auditor, because if I look at the question you're asking, you're saying, however, the medical insurance contracts cover payments for the previous financial year, the details of the persons covered under the scheme, details of payments made to SHA in respect to medical cover not provided for review. Why are you requesting for the previous year's documents, not for this year under review? Were the ones for this year under review provided, and you're looking for the other ones? Is it for comparison, or why are you asking for them?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. The payment done to Scoreline was a prepayment of medical insurance cost. So the question on the previous financial year was on how the staff were covered in the previous financial year, if this is a prepayment to the upcoming year.
Now, again, to understand this, so you've got Scoreline and Britam providing comprehensive medical, then you still have 23 million paid to SHA. What's the difference between the two covers, assuming they are for the same financial year?
Okay, for SHA, we usually pay as a statutory deduction, and it was not captured as the insurance, so we had captured it as a statutory deduction. So we needed to provide the biodata for amounting to the 23 that was catered for and the contract that was needed at that particular time.
Has that been provided?
Yes, at Annex.
Auditor General?
What has been provided is the pie products for SHA, and also...
How many employees are covered under SHA?
For SHA, what was let me confirm in the annexures.
Governor, how many employees are covered under SHA now that you're saying you have provided the details? Because you couldn't tell us how many are covered under Britam. This one for SHA, perhaps you might have an answer.
Because she said 3,000 are covered under Britam.
No, she requested for time to confirm. Under SHA, how many are covered?
SHA, when we get these audit queries, I want some clarification, because we narrow down to what is being queried, so we can respond here.
You see, Governor, just to guide you, if the requested documentation was provided,
yes,
it would have been very easy to establish how many are covered, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking.
Yes. But I'm just saying, from my own reading of this query from the auditors, and I want the auditors to listen to me, what they are querying is the 23 million from SHA, nothing else, unless I...
No, Governor, we are on SHA. We are on 23 million, and that's why I'm asking how many employees are covered, because they're using terms like byproducts. So those byproducts, where is that evidence? Remember, we have come from a query where statutory deductions are not being remitted. So we just want to know, this 23 million, is it for everyone? Are they the contributions for all the staff, or there are some that were withheld, sitting in the pending bills register?
It's the total contribution for all staff, and total staff are 3,400.
So this 23 is for 3,400.
Yeah,
any schedule, any document in our possession or the Auditor General's possession to confirm that?
And maybe the question is, would the payroll by product suffice to answer the question for the 23 million? The payroll by product that the county government is saying has provided in Annex 7. Would it suffice to answer that question?
Governor? Maybe from the auditor first. Auditor, you have interacted with the records. Can you help us, because we want to move fast on this, can you help us to understand whether 23 million is what was deducted from staff for SHA, and whether it was paid, and all staff of Samburu are covered under SHA, and their contributions are accurate, up to date?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. We've interrogated our records. I hereby submit that the insurance cost details for the Kenya shillings 23 million have not been provided for a review.
Now, you see, that's why we are now fishing or walking, in the dark. If it was provided to the auditor, these questions would have been answered. I would not be asking you how many people. I would not be asking whether the deductions are timely. I think this is the third issue that we are getting a bit concerned about the laissez-faire responses. Senator Ezen?
Yes, Chair. I don't know. I think something is not clear about the Auditor General's statement, because in this document, I think on the same document that we have been reading, I don't know which document that is, on the medical insurance, he has indicated there, it is indicated that, however, the medical insurance contracts cover payments for the previous financial year. The details of the persons covered under the scheme, details of payments made to SHA in respect to medical cover were not provided for the audit of review. Can you specify specifically among the three which one is not provided? Is it the list from the previous or the current?
Auditor General?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. We had queried two figures. The first one is 23,292,664, whereby details have not been, the specific details has not been provided to us. The second figure was on the 137,771,033. The contract agreement has been provided to us. However, the listing of the staff is the one that has not been provided to us. Then thirdly, we had also asked about details of person, that is now on the details of the persons covered under the scheme. The third one is on details, the details of payments made to SHA, that is relating to the 23 million shillings. The details have not been, is the one that we are awaiting from the management. So on the issue of the previous, the cover payments for the previous financial year, is we wanted an assurance or satisfaction that staff of the county executive were covered in the previous year, because this is a prepayment, presumably for the next financial year.
So I'm asking you, Auditor.
Yes.
This payroll provided, the payroll by product, would it be adequate to answer for part of the documentation that you require to show that that money was paid, the 23 million was paid?
Chairman, we don't seem to have that.
Yes, Patrick, I think let's move very fast because at 2:30 we must go to the House.
Thank you, Chairman.
Records are either there or not.
Yes.
If they are not there, we ask them to provide them. If they are there and they are not adequate, we pronounce ourselves.
Chairman, if you look at Annex 7, except the contract extract that has been given, that period by product is what we also don't have. So we are not able to comment on that.
Governor, you must take administrative action internally, because we should not waste time on this. Insurance, if you have covered your employees and there are 3,200, for example, it should be very easy to provide a listing that these are my employees under the Britam cover, these are my employees under SHA. Why would it be a matter that leads to contestation at the Senate? These are records that should be sitting with procurement. These are records that should be sitting with finance. I think we are misusing the time of the Senate, and we will not allow that.